Hey guys, it's me again, and today I'm going to be giving you a video that's kind of serious, it's kind of not, but it's a big deal. And today I'm going to be giving you my coming out story, kind of. I'll tell you why it's kind of in a few minutes, but I'm going to give you guys some background first, just so you understand. So I've grown up my whole life not really liking anyone, didn't really have a lot of girlfriends. Didn't really take interest in guys either. It was just I was in limbo, kind of. And then around high school, freshman year, is when I started thinking, I was like, hey, maybe I like guys. And it was like, nah, that's weird. I'm not gonna think about that. And then it's like, okay, it's gonna sound bad. I didn't know, I didn't realize it in the locker room or somewhere oh my god, penis, I love it. It was more of I met someone and they were great and I was just like, whoa, I like this person way more than I like them as a friend. And it was weird, and long story short, we ended up not being friends for a really long time. But that was just me having my realization, whoa, I actually don't like girls, I actually like boys. And so I didn't ever act upon it. I never had a boyfriend, I never kissed the boy, I never did any of that. It was, I'm going to keep this secret with me forever because it is mine. And it's not like I was ashamed of it, it's just, I felt like if I kept it to myself, it would never get out. And even that boy that I liked, I never told him that I liked him. And it's probably one of the things that I wish I could change about myself back then, was not to be so afraid of what other people thought. But I can't change the past, and nor do I want to, because I'm happy with what I have now. And so fast forward about 3 years of me, freshman, sophomore, junior. So fast forward about 2 years, and I'm with my best friend still, which I've known forever, and he was like, oh my god, it's blah blah, I'm not gonna give names, blah blah blah's birthday party, we should totally go. And I was like, no, I don't want to, I don't even like that bitch. And he's like, come on, it'll be fun. So we ended up going, and I knew this guy was gonna be there, and I told you I'd never acted upon it, but that doesn't mean I didn't creep, honey. I crept. And on this boy's Instagram and Facebook and whatever social media we had, I crept. And I was so nervous about meeting him, and it was weird because he was out and he was open about it, and it was something. I was like, how can someone be so out and open about that? Oh my god. And I was like, I can't do it. So my best friend dragged me there, and we got there, and as soon as I walk up, I'm like, oh hey guys, blah blah blah, playing it off, because by junior year I had really come out of my shell and was really more outgoing than I ever had been. And so I got there and I was talking and I was mingling, and this boy was following me, and the boy that I had been Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything stalking was actually talking to me, and it was weird, and I was talking to him back, but not that way. And it's gonna sound really bad, but I hated him. By the first hour or two, I hated this boy. I was like, how could I ever have had a crush on this person? He is infuriating. And it became later on, and this is gonna sound really bad, but it was a swimming party, so I went back inside the house to change my clothes, but the bathroom was full, so I was like, I'm gonna go change in her room. And as I go to change in there, he's like, oh, do you mind if I go in there and change with you? And I was like, no. So he came in to change with me, and I was in there, and we changed, and pulled up my pants, and I went to go leave, and he came over, and he gave me a hug, and he whispered in my ear. I don't remember what he said, but I was super I have to go home, oh my god. And so we go to leave, and he was like, oh no, stay, we're gonna watch The Conjuring, this is how old ago this was, The Conjuring, the first one had just come out on DVD. It's like, we just got it, oh my god, you have to watch it. And I was like, okay. And so we stayed, and as we're watching the movie, it was actually really fucking terrifying. So I was jumping and screaming like a little girl, and he put his arm around me and held me there, and by the end of the night, I actually fell for him really hard, like a guy. I fell for a guy, and I was so happy about it, and it was amazing, and I am so happy that I did. And I went home the next morning, so I ended up staying the night. Nothing happened. We kept a G all night. Slept in one room, I slept in the other. But it was amazing, and we texted that whole night, even though because we couldn't be together. We texted the whole night, texted the whole next day. When can I see you? Oh my god, I can't wait to see you. And it was amazing, and we were like this for like 2 months. So this was in like September, flash forward to November, which is almost my birthday. It was about to be my 16th or 17th birthday. And I was like, oh, can I bring him like to go? Because my parents let us go wherever we want on our birthday. And I was like, well, I want to go to La Jolla Beach. Can we bring him? Like, oh yeah, you can bring him as your friend, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, he's my friend. Because I had still not come out to anyone. Like, I was in this relationship with this boy on the down low for like 2 months. And it was killing me inside because I wanted to tell everyone, and I wanted to be happy, and I wanted to scream it from the world. I had a boyfriend, and it was great, and I loved it, and I liked him a lot. But I couldn't, because I was still like, I can't tell anyone this is me, I have to deal with this on my own, because I had to deal with everything by myself on my own. So, I fast forwarded to it, like fast forward to the trip and everything, like, the night before the trip, like literally 20 minutes before he came over, because he had met my parents before as a friend. I had been over to his house as a friend, and so my mom finally came over, and I was doing the dishes with her, and she looked at me, and she said, so John's a nice kid. Oh, I said his name. So John's a nice kid. I said, yeah, he's really great. And she looked at me, and she said, are you? And I said, yeah, me and John are dating. And she just looked at me and smiled, and I had said, yeah, I'm dating a boy. Basically, right as my brother and sister walked in the kitchen. So they looked at me like, what? And I was like, yeah, I'm dating him, and I'm really happy. And everyone was super happy about it. Like, there was nothing, no negative comments. And then the one thing I said was, don't tell Dad. I was like, don't tell him. If anyone's going to tell him, I'm going to tell him. And yeah, we went on the California trip, and I made it super obvious that I was dating him, hopefully that he would approach me, but he never did. And this is where it becomes a kind of story, because I'm still dating that boy from way back when. That's what this is. And I'm in love with him, and he's amazing, and I'm so lucky to have him. And I'm still with him. And I never told anyone else. I told my best friend that same night, and I told my mom and my brother and my sister, and now 3 years later, everyone knows. It's crazy. That's why I said kind of, was because I told my mom, and that was it. And I knew that's how it worked in our family too, was if my mom knew or my sister knew, the whole family was going to know within 10 minutes. So I didn't bother coming out. I didn't care if people knew. The person that I cared about, my mom and my family and everything, knew, and I didn't care who said what. I was happy with the person I was with, and I'm still happy with the person that I'm with. That's why it's my coming out kind of video. It's my coming out video to you guys, but my kind of story about my coming out. So, I hope you guys enjoy this one. It was really personal, and I hope you guys like it a lot. And I'll see you guys again on the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.